Honorable Minister, Government of NCT of Delhi, Shri Ashish Sood ji, is a seasoned political leader, social activist, and a dedicated public servant with an extensive career in governance and social service. His political journey began during his student days at ARSD College, University of Delhi, where he actively participated in student politics. His leadership potential was recognized early when he was elected as the secretary of his college. He was elected as the Joint Secretary of the University of Delhi Students' Union in 1987 and later served as its president from 1988 to 1989. His commitment to youth leadership has led to his appointment as the All India Secretary of the Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad in 1989. Over the years, he has held key positions within the Bharatiya Janata Party, including Vice President of the Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha or BJYM Delhi unit in 2002, National Vice President of BJYM in 2005, General Secretary of BJP Delhi in 2009, and Vice President of BJP Delhi in 2013. Sir has played a pivotal role in urban development and policy making through his tenure in the South Delhi Municipal Corporation. In 2012, he was elected as a councillor from Janakpuri and assumed leadership roles in various committees. As chairperson of the Remunerative Project Cell, he introduced reforms in advertising and parking policies, ensuring benefits for registered vendors, and promoting transparency in revenue generation. In his tenure as chairperson of the Education Committee in 2014, he spearheaded significant education initiatives, including the launch of the NEEV program and the distribution of Lenovo tablets to students to bridge the digital divide. From 2015 to 16, he served as leader of the House in SDMC, where he played a crucial role in shaping policies for urban governance and public welfare. He was appointed as a co-in-charge for the BJP in Jammu and Kashmir in 2020 and later in 2024 entrusted with the responsibility of being the in-charge for the BJP in Goa. Beyond politics, the Honorable Minister has remained deeply committed to social service. During the COVID-19 pandemic, he took proactive measures to ensure food distribution to over 5,000 people daily, providing relief to the underprivileged during a time of crisis. He has also been instrumental in organizing free pilgrimages for over 1,500 elderly individuals. In February 2025, Delhi Legislative Assembly elections, Sir achieved a decisive victory from the Janakpuri Vidhan Sabha, which stands testament of his deep-rooted connection with his constituency. Subsequently, he was sworn in as a cabinet minister in the newly formed Delhi government. As a minister, he remains focused on strengthening law and order, enhancing educational opportunities, improving urban infrastructure, and promoting digital empowerment. His governance approach emphasizes transparent policy making, people-centric development as he works with a vision for Viksit Delhi. A tireless reformer and a people's leader, Sir's governance philosophy is rooted in accountability, transparency, and community building. His leadership has consistently bridged the gap between policy and people, ensuring that development reaches every citizen equitably. Today, as we have the privilege to welcome him, we look forward to be inspired by his wisdom and vision for Delhi's future. It is my honor to invite our chief guest, Honorable Minister of Home, Education, Power, Urban Development, Training and Education, Shri Ashish Sood ji, for his address, please.
Thank you very much. With so many distinguished personalities on the stage and introducing them before inviting me, Madam, it was really a challenge for you to match the kind of citation you had extended to these distinguished luminaries. So you digged many things from the website, and I'm thankful for all those kind words. Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Prateek Sharma ji, distinguished alumni and the international pioneer in the clean energy, Professor Yogi Goswami, who sets an example of coming back to his roots, to his hometown, to his alma mater, with the intention to pay back to the society, to the city, to the country, which helped him grow up, which helped him excel in his life. I welcome you here, Professor Yogi Goswami ji, Shri D.D. Agarwal ji. Professor D.D. Agarwal ji, another distinguished alumnus of the university, who was talking of his joining of Delhi College of Engineering. In 1962, he was the first student who got 93% in 1962. Sir, I took admission in the academic year of 83-84, and when I was a student of 10th, 11th and 12th, I had heard many people saying कि 60% नंबर आते थे तो लोगों का जुलूस निकलता था पूरे उसमें, और आपने 93%, 93% नंबर लिए, लोगों को थर्मामीटर में ही उतने मिलते होंगे उस जमाने में, उतना थर्मामीटर में ही देखने को मिलता होगा. These days, the young bright students you find here, they are getting good marks, 98, 99, even more. But in those days, the present Chhattisgarh, these days it is very easy to reach Raipur. You have lots of flights, and I think there is an international airport also coming up at Raipur. But in those days, from that remote nookest corner of the country, excelling in his education, going to United States in 1968, establishing his business, he represents the real Medha of this country. I welcome you here, sir. Professor Narendra Kumar ji, the registrar of the DTU, Professor Vishal Verma ji, Ms. Anjali Sehrawat ji, IAS Director of the Technical Education of Delhi Government. I welcome all of you here, and I thank you for inviting me here. It is a great privilege to be here in DTU, a university that is not only the pride of Delhi, but also the entire nation. Sir, you said it was once upon a time a great university or a great college, Delhi College of Engineering. The times you were talking was when first year intake was around 250 when I was the student leader, and total intake was around 1000. Today, the first year intake is around 3000, and it comes from the All India Joint Entrance Examination. The brightest of the students come here, and the total strength is 16,000. So you can comfortably again say it is still one of the prominent universities of the country. Today, with the inauguration of the Yogi Goswami Clean Energy Laboratory, we are not just opening a research facility, we are lighting the lamp of Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji's vision of Atmanirbharta in clean energy. As your power minister, I see this a powerhouse of ideas. And as your education minister, I see this a classroom for the future. And together, this is a symbol of India's energy resolve. Let me also warn the students here. This lab may not just help you clear exams. It might inspire you to build startups that powers half of Delhi. With every solar panel we study and every wind turbine we design, we bring our nation closer to energy independence. Let this laboratory, let this lab remind us that Atmanirbharta, self-reliance, must also mean self-reliance in clean energy. Climate change is no longer a chapter of textbooks. We are witnessing it all over the country, in the adjoining states also. It is reality outside the classrooms and windows. And under the visionary leadership of our Prime Minister, Honorable Shri Narendra Modi ji, India is not just participating in the global clean energy revolution, but very proudly we can say, we are leading it. PM Modi has also mentioned in his Independence Day speech, he said, and I quote, "When the world today worries about global warming, India had decided that by 2030 we would increase the contribution of clean energy to 50% in the country. Look at the capability and determination of my fellow citizens that the goal we had set for 2030, we achieved in 2025 itself. 5 years ahead of schedule. We are just as sensitive towards the world as we are responsible towards nature," unquote. Friends, we proudly claim this is truly an example of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. India achieving not just for itself, but for the entire world, with responsibility towards the nature and sensitivity towards the humanity. In June 2025, India achieved a historic milestone. 31% of our electricity came from the clean sources, the highest ever in the single month. Coal generation dropped by 3%. By the end of June, India had 242.8 gigawatt of non-fossil fuel capacity, half of our total capacity. 117 gigawatt solar, 51.7 gigawatt wind, 49.4 gigawatt hydro, and 8.8 gigawatt nuclear. This growth is extraordinary. When Modi ji took office in 2014, India was just beginning its solar journey. In only 10 years, solar power grew by 4,000%. Wind energy expanded by 140%. Let me add, this is not just growth in capacity, but growth in confidence. In 2024 alone, 83% of all power sector investments went into clean energy. India became world's top recipient of development finance for clean energy, securing US $2.4 billion. This is Modi ji's vision in action, from energy deficiency to energy leadership. This lab is the prototype of India of the future of Vikasit Bharat, where clean energy, education, innovation merge to create not a greener tomorrow, but a stronger self-reliant India, stronger self-reliant nation. If I conclude without the Delhi story, it will be an injustice to the people of Delhi. In Delhi, where we stand, today Delhi has around 313 megawatt of solar capacity. 84 megawatt comes from waste to energy, barely 9% of its total power mix, against a target of 6,000 megawatt by 2025. Only 302 megawatt was installed by 2023. Nearly 86% of our renewable potential lies untapped. Worse pollution reduces the efficiency of our solar panels by over 11% every year, causing losses worth more than US $20 million. Clearly, the business as usual is not an option. And this is why, under leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister Srimati Rekha Gupta ji, we are determined to change this story. Delhi will set a national benchmark for clean, responsible and future-ready governance, and clean energy too. Now let me tell you what Delhi government under leadership of Srimati Rekha Gupta ji is doing for Delhi. Recently, Delhi Legislative Assembly became the first in the country to run entirely on solar power with a 500 kilowatt plant. We are piloting zero waste campuses across Delhi schools and especially the CM Shri schools so that next generation doesn't learn maths and science only, but also know how to live sustainability. We want Delhi to be the leader in the achievement of sustainable development goals. Earlier, rooftop subsidies, which were 2,000 per kilowatt, yes, it was only 2,000 per kilowatt. Today, the Delhi subsidy is 10,000 per kilowatt, combined with a top-up of central government subsidy of 78,000 for a 3 kilowatt panel at your house. 1,08,000 is subsidy given by the Delhi government, and rest Delhi government helps you to get it financed from banks on this very, very nominal, minimal interest rates. And this is why the Yogi Goswami Clean Energy Lab is so important. It will accelerate solar research, explore clean fuels and storage shape policies, power industries, and inspire students. And students, let me say this, every experiment you do here, every innovation you create here is not just for your grades. Remember, it is for India's energy independence. And remember, the role of engineers and scientists should be in future to facilitate governance, to facilitate that governance reaches seamlessly to the last person of this society. India's net zero 2070 target will not be achieved in government files. It will be achieved in the labs like this by students like you all. Education plus power is equal to future. I stand here wearing two hats as your education minister and as your power minister. Let me tell you, this is not a coincidence. Clean energy is not just about power generation. It is about education, innovation, and youth. This is why we have also developed a nodal center for excellence in energy transition at DTU, focusing on e-mobility, energy storage, grid interface, and conservation. On behalf of the Chief Minister of Delhi, Srimati Rekha Gupta ji, I commit today, Delhi will be testing grounds for DTU's innovation. Whether it in rooftop solar, green hydrogen, battery storage, drones, or any other autonomous research which facilitates governance, we will back you. We will back this university. We will back our children. On this occasion, I want to express my deep gratitude to Professor Yogi Goswami sir. You may have left this campus in '69, but your heart clearly never left. Your contribution is not just financial, it is emotional. I also thank Shri Didi Agarwal ji, whose support shows what it means to come back. Dear students, as I conclude, let me leave you with this thought. Energy transition is not tomorrow's dream, it is today's responsibility. With Modi ji's guidance and Srimati Rekha Gupta ji's leadership, Delhi is determined to turn potential into performance and aspiration into achievement. You DTU students and researchers are and should be the torchbearers of this mission. Together, let us build not only Vikasit Bharat, but also Vikasit Delhi, who is the leader in the sustainable development goals. Thank you for inviting me here, having me here. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Delhi.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening words and your tireless dedication to building a progressive and empowered Delhi. Your insights today will surely leave a lasting impact on all of us. May I now request the dignitaries on the dais to unveil the brochure, End Seat, Pathways to Net Zero, highlighting key pathways and innovations for a sustainable tomorrow. I now request our Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir to felicitate and honor our Honorable Minister Shri Ashish Sood ji with Distinguished Service Award in recognition of his unwavering commitment to public service, outstanding contribution enhancing educational opportunities, improving urban infrastructure. Thank you, sir. May I now request you to kindly felicitate Professor Yogi Goswami. Thank you, sir. May I request you to felicitate Dr. Durgadas Agarwal ji. May I request you, sir, to kindly felicitate Ms. Anjali Sehrawat, ma'am, Director TTE.